insert data and delete them from database. In short, how to perform code operation. So you don't have to go to your tools, you can just do all that with code. So I don't want to use all of these databases I've created. So if you want the basic, if you want an introduction to what is database, table and others, you can refer back to my previous tutorials. So the see a database like a community where you have streets. So streets are like table names. So in each street you have columns of houses, so which are your data, your columns in your table. So now I'm going to explain. I'm using XAMPP, which is also is a famous server, and I believe it's a good tool for implementing SQL code and working as a data scientist, from working and deploying. So I can just write a code to create database. I will say create. So you can see it is a query. So it's like a keyword. Database also is a keyword. So create is the one responsible for creating database, and the database is the one responsible for telling the machine that it's a database you want to create. You just give this database a name, as I will call it CRUD. So you will leave queries in the uppercase to differentiate them from table name or column name or database name or even values. So if you go and run this now, it will create a database called CRUD for you. It will include it here around this place, you can see. So now you click on database. So you can now come to SQL again and create table. So from the table, inside the table, we are going to start. In the table, we are going to start our code application. Insert, read, and delete and update. So now we say, I want to create the table. I will say create the same way. Create table. I'll give the table name. So I'll say staff, and that will create a table with name staff for me. So what is it saying? The error. Let's see the error. What is it saying? You can come here to at least one column. Okay. Yes. Look at me. So it said at least one column. So I need to create columns. I'm just not mindful of that. So I will say brackets to include the column. So at least one column. Like if you put ID is a column, and the ID is always in an integer. So say int. And of course you can either give it value or you just leave it blank. As you see, the error has gone just because it's expecting a column, because all these are columns. So if you want to add another column, like I'm supposed to do, I will say name. So I say staff name. So always separate them. Always add words, join words with an underscore, or just add them together. Don't separate them with space, because it may not work and may give you error. So the staff name can be varchar. The data type can be varchar, which is variable character, because the name can have some characters apart from letters. So you just put varchar so that it's that text if you don't have any issue. And then you can give it a default value. So like the character values. So like the name can be as long as 20. Can have as long as 20 characters, so for at least 50 is okay. So here ID, you want to make the ID the primary key. So the primary key will be the key to use to control the table, the column, or the table, so that you use it to control it. So you can give it staff name, staff email, and let me just copy and keep repeating this for others. So staff email can be staff phone number, and can be varchar too. didn't copy this thing properly. So if I put the comma, it already come up because it's expecting uh, the last column to be free of comma, because the comma is only for separating. That's why it's saying a symbol was near, expected near. That is, so that is, we don't expect this. So now I want to add one more column. I want to say staff salary. Of course, we have a lot of columns regarding to staff. So I just say salary, and I think I should have another one called staff employment dates. Very, very important. In fact, age too is important, so we can use their age to give them, maybe to know their retirement date or something like that. So I want to put that. So just like that, you need to think like a data scientist. So staff age. So I will be stopping here. So okay, now this is primary key. So I want to say these are not null. That is, they must input. There must be field. They must not be empty. So of course this is not part of my tutorial because we have to have learned all this in the previous tutorial. So well, let me just keep putting them here. So if you want a unique, like the staff name, you want it to be unique. But of course, you won't want to put the unique feature to name, because people can have same name. Even here, where I'm staying currently, I will have people, like 3 people having the same name, with same name and same and you having same name and same surname. So I want to be like, let them have a username. So the username, staff username, can now be not node and be no. I will just copy everything up to this place. So username, and this can be unique. So I will say it must be what? Unique. Click unique here. So that unique here means it must not to another name like that, another username like this cannot be accepted. So that in case we need to single out a staff, we use their username or their ID. So what again? I think let's just stop there because that's the our point of so. Alright, so now if I save this, they're okay, saying duplicate column name staff salary. Let's see what's happening. Staff salary, okay, yeah, I've already duplicated this. So let's go back and save. So I think I emphasized on SQL errors in the previous tutorial, but so now that I've created this table with all the features. So if you go to structure now, you see that the ID, we have a yellow key on it, which is denoting the primary key given to it. And you see that its staff name will be unique. The username, you can see it have an index which is known to be the symbol or icon for being singling it out as a unique column. Alright, so now I'm going to insert data into this. So I will say insert. And the good thing about these two, why I use it a lot, is it's suggests all columns inside this table, so I don't have headache about knowing these or spelling the column name correctly while trying to work on them. So I will just try to insert data. I will say the insert query, and then into, because like I said, some queries come in pairs, like insert into. So you need to use 2, even some you need to use 3 or 4, like when you are trying to join data or remove data or something like that. So select data. So, and some can just be 1, like truncate. So just truncate and put the table name. All right, so now you want to insert into the table name, so you can press Ctrl Shift to suggest or bring everything, and your table name is staff, so you click it. So now you want to insert, what do you want to insert? You want to insert these values inside there. So of course the ID will be 1, but if I don't put the ID, since it's primary key, it will also increment it. I need to come and do something here. I can say alter table, I can use code, but let me quickly do it here. It must be auto increment, so that it's, when I save one record, it counts it as 1. If I save another one, it counts it as 2. So it auto increment it. So when I click this now, to change it to primary, to give it a primary key. Oh yes, I think I've already made it a primary key. I think so. You shall see auto increment, but I think I already made it. Okay, yes, it's a primary key, but when this auto increment will make it do what I'm trying to explain. So now, if I don't need to put ID 1, because that will automatically make it know that the first thing should be seen as 1, and to add 1 to the table. So I will just say into, and this I will say staff, and now I'm inserting. I will not start with the ID, I will just start with the username, and the username will be Sunolayo. Staff email, if you separate them with comma, so email will be Sunolayo at gmail.com. And so before email, I think there should be name. So I will just put my name there, Hassan. How you doing? Yeah. So, and after I'll put a random phone number. So, and staff salary, of course, maybe, and because it's integer, is a number, because all these are so in fact this number may not be in quotes, because they are just numbers. So it's also going to see string like that is text in quotes only. So numbers can just come naked, like without strings. So the staff salary can be, let me say, 1 million, 1.5 million. So yeah. So well, how many? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So okay, it's 6. So so let me change this to 3 million. It's okay. It's not too much. And then staff salary, yeah, and age. So let me just say 31. So now we come here and say value. So it's good to span query, so that you have good look and good coding arrangement and formats. So now we can say values. Values will be imagine these are the values that I want to insert into. What is expected inside these first collaborations is the column names, and I was mentioning this, I was wasn't mindful of it. So I won't start with ID, because ID is already given an auto increment feature, so it will automatically work. So username, I will start with username. So I can just, without, not in quotes, but you can put it inside brackets. That's nice. So because some names can be SQL keywords, so if you are trying to use it, it will alert you that these are SQL keyword and give it like blue color. So you can change the color or make it more safer by putting it in a bracket. So username, then I will say staff name. So this will just bring this. So that's another good thing about it. So it will just give you, but pressing bracket, it already automatically knows that you want a column name. So to bring it for you. So and after staff email, it will even give you in order, so you don't have any headache, and automatically completes the last the end bracket for you. So salary. You can see it's completing it, and age. Yeah. So now this is basically how to insert data. If I press this button, you can see said one row inserted. So and it brings out the code that's doing the exact working, then doing the work. So I can copy the code if I need to reuse it. So and if I come here now, or I just go to browse, I will see those name inserted. Alright, so let's quickly try to do something. Okay, I think I have a low battery, so we continue in the next tutorial. So thank you for watching. Bye.